I want you to see that the things that you are subject to, you go around and you're subject to this and that, and this problem, and this issue, and this symptom, and this person, and this type of problem, and all the things that you are subject to, many of which keep repeating. Have you ever wondered about that? Why is it that you keep going out with the same kind of guy, or you marry the same kind of person, you marry someone just like your dad or just like your mom? Why? Or you find yourself doing things that when other people did it, you didn't like it. When your parents yelled at you, you didn't like it. Now you're yelling at your kids. You see what I mean? People, when they're phony with you, you don't like it. But now you're phony with other people. See? Why? You become subject to the very thing that you hate. The very thing that's the last thing in the world that you want to be. Not only are you it, either you're subject to it, that type of person or situation keeps coming into your life, or you are it. And then you do it to others. You make them subject to the same thing you're subject to. You were subject to a tyrannical parent. And then you do it to your kids. You see what I mean? So, why? I want you to understand that to which you succumb, that by which you are intimidated, that you give yourself to, that which you yield to, let's put it that way, that which you yield to becomes your master. Can you see that? Well, anything that you fall to. Now, let's introduce a word that a lot of people don't like, but it's a good word, and it's the word sin. You always thought sin was just something that mean people talked about, or people that were trying to scare you or something. No, it's a real thing. And what it is, it's when you are not subject to God. See, if you were subject to God and His kingdom, then you would be subject to nothing else. Yes, you could give your a loyalty, for example, not so much loyalty, but you could cooperate with a good president, a good mayor, a good boss. You could cooperate in order to accomplish things and to be a good citizen and all that stuff. But you see what I mean? You willingly give your service, see? Which is a far different thing from being subject to, compelled to. See, now you're compelled. When someone asks you to do something, are you free to say yes or no? You should be. You should be free in that moment to say, no, I don't think so. Or to say, okay, because you want to, see? But you're not free. When somebody tells you to do something or asks you to do something, you feel a pull, don't you? You feel it pull on you. And you resent that pull. It feels like a pressure or a pull on you. And then you say yes to get rid of it, or you say yes out of guilt because you're guilty for having resented the person for asking, or you resign yourself and give in to it but resent it, or you twist it around to make it look like you're the greatest person in the world doing for others, but because you have to. See, it's one thing to give your service willingly, and it's another thing to not be able to say no. Do you understand? So what that means is that you're subject to them. You are. You feel the pull. You're subject. So everything and anything that you fall to, that you yield to, that separates you from the kingdom of God, that separates you from that heaven, that parallel dimension, that separates you from flowing from within. you become subject to it.